inclusive ICT project from NUDIPU. Now, today we are going to be having a very interesting discussion right here that you'll definitely want to know more information about. And our topic for today is how digital literacy skills initiatives are transforming lives of persons with disabilities. But of course, before we dive into that, Mr. Walugembe Jogn Bosco, please do say hi to the viewers and tell us how your morning has been so far, just briefly.
Hello viewers, good morning. My name is Jogn Bosco Walugembe. I work with NUDIPU, that is National Union of Disabled Persons of Uganda, supporting the implementation of a project on inclusive ICT for persons with disabilities. Yeah, my morning is very fine since I'm even on air this morning. Yeah.
You're welcome. Yes. You're welcome. Mr. Samuel?
Okay, good morning, Family TV. My name is Kisaame Samuel, ICT for Persons with Disabilities Ambassador at Eightech Consultants Limited.
You are welcome as well. Now, just briefly, Mr. Jogn Bosco, if you could kindly tell us about NUDIPU, just give us a small brief about NUDIPU, then also Mr. Kisaame can also tell us about Eightech Consults.
Okay. Yeah, NUDIPU is abbreviated NUDIPU. It stands for National Union of Disabled Persons of Uganda. It is a national organization that brings together all persons with the different categories of disabilities. It is their umbrella in the entire country of Uganda. Several disabilities like the visually impaired people, people with hearing impairment, people who are deaf-blind, people with physical disabilities, the albinos, all of them are umbrellaed under this organization. In the districts, it has branches called the district unions that subscribe with it. And we actually in so many districts, like for this project particularly, we are in 35 districts, but we are all over.
Okay.
Yes.
And Mr. Kisaame?
Okay, Eightech Consultants Limited is a company which deals with technology, high tech. Okay, so you may hear the word 8,
yes, and
you say you wonder what is 8. You get so 8 is like Eightech envision with 8 technologies.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So 8 technologies that governs the world. You get. So if we say 8 technologies, we can start with AI. You get AI. There is a visual reality. You get. There is Internet of Things. Yeah, and many others. Okay. You get. Yeah, so when it comes to ICT for PWDs, as I said, Eightech technology. Yeah, Eightech is a technical organization which is engineered technically ICT for persons with disabilities. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Now, of course, we see that 54.8% of the respondents with disabilities own featured phones. Then, of course, 51.7% own radios and 23% own smartphones. And, of course, this is the topic that we are definitely going to dive into. And to start off, we are seeing a lot of technology. And most of us, most of the people might feel like, how would a person with disabilities use a smartphone? You know, how can they go about it? Now, I'd like to start with Mr. Jogn Bosco Walugembe.
Yes,
how have digital literacy skills improved the daily life for persons with disabilities?
Yeah, actually, the digital literacy have greatly contributed to the improvement of the daily lives for people with disabilities in such a way that today, with the technology, people with disabilities can do a lot of things. People with disabilities can work because they are able to use computers. Like for us who are visually impaired, we have the software that enables our computers to speak. So as I'm in office working, I can respond to emails. I get an email, the computer reads it for me with that software called JAWS, Job Access with the speech. I can also type out my document, I edit it out and send to the people I'm supposed to send to. Then also with technology, you find that someone with a visual impairment, for example, they can make calls independently because we have smartphones that do speak. So you just go to the Google Assistant,
Yes.
and you command it to call someone, tell it, call Kisaame, and it will support you in calling within just a second. And then also we have technology, by the way,
Yes.
that supports us in identifying our money. Yeah, these days I don't have to ask my wife, I'm in a taxi and ask a neighbor how much is this.
Yes.
I just get out my phone, I put it, I put the note on it, and tells me it is a 1,000 note. It's
Okay.
called the cash reader
Oh.
app. Yes. So that means people no longer cheat us, people no longer do
Yes.
what we can, as it used to be those days. And I'm also told we have a technology that can help us describe things. Of course, you're a visually impaired person, you're at home.
Yes.
All the time, maybe you want to know how your boy is looking like. So you just call them over and you say, you stand there. You put a phone on them, it scans them, and it tell you that he's a brown boy and all that, and you'll feel very happy.
Oh, wow.
So really, our lives are so much improved upon. Yes.
Okay. Now, Mr. Kisaame, I'd like you to tell us, as a technology consultant, I should say, what are some of those digital tools that are being tailored specifically for people with disabilities, and how are they helping them?
Well, that question is broad when it comes to technology. Yeah, because when we say, let us say a smartphone, you know,
Yeah.
a smartphone is a tool. And when you give it internet, you get,
Yeah.
it can do a lot of things, not only to persons with disabilities, but also to other people.
Yes.
You get. So when it comes to persons with disabilities, with different impairments, I don't think that when you have a phone, it is now your disability becomes a barrier. No. When I have a phone or a computer, I can simply be at home and I do all my tasks. You get on time, and I can also do a lot of things. So now, when we say digital literacy, specifically, the viewer can be there and wonder and say, what is digital literacy?
Yes.
You get, because we can sing digital literacy. So digital literacy is the ability to effectively use digital technologies.
Yes.
You get. So such as computers, as I said, smartphones, internet to access and to create information. So when it comes to technology, almost
Yes.
it has become a need, you get, to persons with disabilities. So technically, we have like ICT for PWDs, we have developed National Digital Observatory.
Yeah.
So National Digital Observatory, it offers different services to persons with disabilities. You get. Let us say someone doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
You get. Automatically this person will go on this observatory and search for jobs.
Yes.
And we have received many testimonies. Someone can say, hey Samuel, I found this job on the National Digital Observatory and I was selected. I was given a job.
Yes.
Let us talk about profiling. It has also profiling system.
Yes.
So when we talk about profiling system, the government of Uganda, it has been a challenge to know the number of persons with disabilities in the country. So now we have developed this so that you just need to go on the system and you ask now Kampala how many persons with disabilities in Kampala.
Yes.
And the system will say, Kampala, we have 10,000 or 100, or you get.
Yes.
So we have the technology has simplified persons with disabilities. Even guidance and counseling centers, if you need maybe to know, if you are living in Wakiso and you have a challenge, you want to go to guidance and counseling services, you can just go on the observatory and ask, you search, say which center is near me.
Yes.
You get, and definitely it will locate you, and it will provide even the number contact for that person.
Yeah.
And you go and you get the service. So now you see how technology.
Yeah. Definitely.
You get. So it is no longer a barrier for persons with disabilities, as long as you are able to access any device. You get. It's no longer a barrier.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have implemented those services for persons with disabilities, and I urge everyone to go and use those services. And actually, it is not also, we have designed them not also for persons with disabilities.
Yes.
Even someone like any other person can use the services.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Samuel. Now, Mr. John, I just want to know, what role do you think technology, or should I say the digital skills, have played when it comes to career advancement and employability?
Now, when it comes to the area of employment and career advancement, you realize that technology has done us a very good job. I have a colleague.
Yes.
He just told me recently that he won a scholarship to Uganda do masters in the US. And you find that the gentleman just sat at his home.
Yes.
And started Googling out the available scholarships for people who want to do masters.
Yes.
And the guy got a scholarship from MasterCard Foundation. So you realize that it was because of technology.
Yes.
And for anybody who does not have digital skills, really you cannot get such an opportunity. And like I told you earlier, that when it comes to work, we can work with our computers.
Yes.
I have my supervisor, when he's calling upon someone for support,
Yes.
he just commands his phone. It calls. Yeah? It says, call Kisaame, call Samuel, call Jogn Bosco.
Yes.
And it calls the person so fast to come and offer him support.
Yeah.
But also, when it comes to other things like I talked of the cash reader app.
Yes.
There was a time I wanted to do a business of mobile money. But then my wife was like, how are you going to manage to distinguish the monies? People will cheat you. But in 2023, when I learned of the cash reader app, I was like, oh, so that means I can even operate mobile money. Actually, recently when we were for the door persons with disabilities at Wakiso district, a gentleman with vision impairment said he runs a mobile money and is visually impaired.
Yes.
So you realize that technology is really supporting us when it comes to employment. And even then, I remember during the periods of COVID,
Yes.
for us who do sit in the field there in the district, and we attend meetings here in Kampala.
Yes.
on Zoom. So you realize that if we didn't have those skills, we wouldn't have participated well
Yes.
in the area of employment. Yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you so much. Now, Mr. Samuel, what role do you think stakeholders have in promoting digital inclusion?
What roles?
The different stakeholders.
Pardon the question?
What role can policymakers and what role do stakeholders have?
Okay. When it comes to policymakers, as you have said, it's still a gap.
Yeah.
You get. So because let us talk about institutions. You might find that an institution, they don't have some services that can facilitate someone, person with disability, to access the service. So the policymaker should do at least to enforce, to put a policy that at least each service, each institution or whatever, any service,
Yes.
that they should do A, B, C, D, so that for persons with disabilities, to make sure that they can enjoy the services. You get?
Yes.
Yeah. So and also actually I urge you to the government of Uganda. Actually, first I thank the government of Uganda.
Yes.
Yeah, because they have been a pillar to see that ICT for persons with disabilities is implemented.
Yes.
And is funding, the government is funding this project through Uganda Communications Commission, UCC, and in partnership with NUDIPU and Eightech.
Yes.
You get, to make sure that persons with disabilities, they can really be important in the world, because they are back then.
Yes.
But now you see that this program has come and it has tried to close that gap, which was missing.
Yes.
So it is just simple matter of implementing some small things so that everyone can be able to enjoy any services in the world. Yeah. Okay.
Now, Mr. Jogn Bosco, I'd
Yes.
like you to speak to any other person out there with disabilities who feels like I may not be able to use these digital skills. I may not be able to use the smartphones.
Yeah.
What can you tell them even as we wrap up?
Yeah, actually for me, I just want to encourage guys out there to resort to using smartphones. Many of us tend to have, by the way, negative attitude
Yes.
towards these technologies. Up to today, I have guys who, for us, we just came into the world of this technology.
Yes.
But there are people who are older than us. For them, they completely refuse to use these computers with JAWS.
Yeah.
So I'm encouraging them to embark on using them, because without you having these skills of technology, digital skills,
Yes.
really there isn't anything much you can do in this Uganda or in this world.
Yes.
Because you will not work. Even when it comes to education, you will not study. So really, the smartphones are easy, because
Yes.
like now when it comes to us people with visual impairment,
Yes.
they have the accessibility features. You can turn on talkback, and whatever you are doing, the phone is busy reading it for you.
Yes.
So I encourage them really to use them. They can support us in so many things. Yesterday, someone was sharing a testimony telling us that you can use a smartphone as a visually impaired person,
Yes.
and it guides you through a route you use commonly.
Yes.
Maybe you are going to church, maybe you are going to a particular shop to buy something.
Yes.
So you just move with your smartphone and it is guiding you.
Okay.
So guys should use them really.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Then, Mr. Kisaame, your parting shots for the viewers out there.
So I urge you all persons with disabilities to use these services you get.
Yeah.
Like when I talk about the National Digital Observatory, yeah, it is simply you can access it. You just say you just go on your laptop. You just go on your laptop or a phone, and you type ICT for PWDs.
Yes.
Definitely it will take you there.
Okay.
You get. So and then you explore the observatory and you access these services. You get.
Yes.
And you also to add on Mr. Jogn Bosco what he said, like the government is trying so much to make sure that everyone can access these services. So we need to know the number of persons with disabilities in the country. So go and register yourself. The system can allow you to register yourself so that the government can know and plan well for persons with disabilities.
Very
because
important.
we don't want anyone to be left out. You get someone to say, me, they don't know me or whatever. No. You register, we know your name, we know your age, we know your academics level, we know everything, your contacts, so that we can know, this is Hope is living here. And then we can plan for you accordingly, according to your disability type.
Okay.
Actually, Madam, if you could allow, I would share my number with the viewers.
Please do.
Yeah, it is Airtel 0704 9009 37. Then MTN is 777 82 0805. I'm the one who is directly concerned with the registration of persons with disabilities on that national observatory. So they can call in and then we see how to register them. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, gentlemen.
Also, just if you fail to register, technically you need assistance. You can contact me by the way.
Please give us the numbers.
You can contact me on 0786 777710, or you send an email on ict4pwd7@gmail.com. You just say, hey Samuel, I'm stuck here, and then I help technically. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samuel. And of course, we have been discussing digital literacy skills initiatives that are transforming lives of persons with disabilities. And if you're out there, fear not. We have these two gentlemen here who have given us even the way to reach them in case you feel like you are stuck. And of course, with me was Mr. Kisaame Samuel from Eightech Consultants Limited and Mr. Walugembe Jogn Bosco, the focal person on inclusive ICT project from NUDIPU. And of course, we have come to the end of the show. Thank you for always staying tuned with us. And as you know, today is Thursdays. We will be having Word of Life. So please do not go anywhere. Stay tuned for many more.